What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem. Today we have Chapter 14, False Friends. Now, before things get too advanced here, I feel like I need to point out anyways, the fact that this episode has given me a lot of trouble. I've actually spent like 2 hours trying to record it already. I've played through the entire thing, in fact, but the recording ran into some issues, and there's a large amount of it that ended up being corrupted for some reason. And what's left has no sounds, which is wonderful. But it'll kind of work out in the end, I guess. So basically what I'm just doing is I'm just recording the first segment here, which luckily doesn't have a whole lot of actual gameplay in it. It's mostly just plot and scheming, my own scheming. And figuring out, like, telling you what all my crazy plans and strategies and stuff are. So, we're just going to redo that, and it all should work out fairly well in the end. Hopefully. So anyways, the Marquess of Laos and his son here are plotting against Eliwood. So this guy's named Ephidel, is he? It was your job to kill him. Why didn't you do a better job? Like, how hard can it be to kill a defenseless old man? Like, you stabbed him or whatever. Why couldn't you just, I don't know, like, stab him again or, like, slit his throat or something? It's really not that hard. Why would you risk him telling Eliwood something? Like, even if it's a very small risk and, like, even like the effect of it is small, like, why would you, if you're trying to plan whatever, why would you take that risk? This doesn't seem like a very efficient bad guy. Why does Foray not have any power? Is it because Lord Elbert is missing? Addlepated? What does that even mean? What kind of word is addlepated? So they are planning rebellion. I guess so. We just kill them all! No matter the cost. Wouldn't you be a better judge of his skills than him? Like, he'd obviously have some sort of bias. A good point? Sneaky! Well, like, even if he falls, wouldn't it be better to have that small advantage, and then if it fails, you still have your entire freaking army that you're probably going to send against him anyways? Like, it seems like that wouldn't, whether he fails or not, doesn't have a large effect on the overall outcome of this engagement. Somehow I doubt that. Darling son, huh? I wonder why. Perhaps some kind of rebellion. But wouldn't it be better to, like, find out about the war and do something about it than to just kind of sit around and let it happen? Even if you have no love for war. Oh, Eliwood, you're so soft-hearted. What's this? Why is this music so, like, cheery? We know Eric is just trying to fool us. Eric, huh? Bring him here, Marcus. I guess it's good to see what's up in the area. Oh, I'm just trying to kill you. But you can trust me no matter how shifty my eyes look. Did you now? And what if I am? It's true, yeah. Hector is a very crude man. That's not very nice. He looks regal enough. What's with the grilling here? It's almost like you're trying to get some information out of me. Oh man, you saw through my plot. That is such a clever plot, but just saying, "What are you up to?" was enough to foil all of his plans. Well, that's not very nice. And it all comes out. Ah, Hector's here! How could they be lying in ambush? This entire level is basically just like a flat field, like... Where is there to hide? Yeah. Laos's elite knights, huh? Craven Cur! That's a lot of dudes. Who are you? An old lady! Hee hee hee. If you don't want to die... Everyone wants to talk to Eliwood, but not Hector. He's just got her best interest in mind. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know what it is. She doesn't look much like a Hannah to me. I think I can make those decisions on my own, thanks. Yes, let's look at it objectively, I guess. So, now we have access to both Merlinus and Hannah. So, if we go to Fortune, we can pay Hannah to give us a little bit of advice on what to do to prepare for this next battle. I'm not going to be doing that because I kind of know what's up already. I played through all the missions, and I'm pretty confident that I can make these decisions well enough on my own. And, like, I guess I would look at the fortunes if I didn't have to pay for them, but you do, so I'm not going to. And now, because we have Merlinus, we... Didn't Marcus have some stuff? I thought he had some stuff. Did we have Merlinus in the last mission? I honestly can't remember. I'm a little confused. Well, whatever. I think for the most part I want to actually leave my equipment alone? Wait. No. What it is that my guys are already set up the way they were the last time I played through this. Okay. So I don't actually have to make any preparations in this regard. But what we can do is if we use the transfer option, we can take a look at, we can either give items to Merlinus or take items that he already has. So this is all stuff that we gave him already. So that's nice. We don't have to just give them to someone to just sit there. And now that we have access to the preparation screen, it's nice to be able to toss around my items to whoever I want in preparation. So you'll notice that some of my characters that I'm not using, such as Bartrey and Guy, and Lowen have items that, despite me not using them. And the reason for that is because there are a lot of dudes in this mission. Many of them are cavalry, so Hector's Wolf Beal and Eliwood's Rapier are going to see a lot of use. But I'm going to need a few more hands to kind of help deal with these enemies a little bit. Just because there is so many of them, and I don't want to get overwhelmed. And a lot of that is just dealing with these two guys at the start. That's going to be mostly on Guy and Bartrey here. And there's going to be some reinforcements coming from down here as well. And some of them can go up here to the shore, so I'm going to need to deal with those as well. But I need to charge out here as quickly as possible and get over into this area and this village. This village in particular, there's some pirates that are going to come out of here, so we're going to need to protect against that. Now, I've already rearranged my characters, or the game has auto-rearranged them the way I want them. So the idea here is Marcus and Sarah are up top, and so is Matthew. Oswin and Hector are down here, whereas Bartrey and Guy are close to these guys. So I want Hector to come down this way. Oswin's going to kind of sit on the front lines here. Marcus is going to sit on the front lines here and come around this area. And now that our preparations are done, I might as well show you why. So one of the things that Merlinus does is, if he is on the field and you get an item, but your inventory is already full, you can actually just send that item to Merlinus, rather than having to choose an item to discard. So, one of the big things going on in this mission is that Urk is sitting here. He's looking for some assistance with his employer. Well, it's not very nice. Good day to you. So, one of the big things going on here is we have to save Urk. So, what we want to do is we want to send Marcus over this way to kind of act as a meat shield for him, because there's a lot of cavaliers here. And that's one of the big things about this mission, is so many of the enemies are cavaliers, meaning they have a lot of mobility. So you have to be really careful with your weaker allies. So we can kill this guy with Rebecca. And I don't think anyone can reach Urk quite yet, but they're kind of... He's only level 1 still because we didn't level him up at all in Lynn's mode. So we gotta be pretty careful about making sure he doesn't die. Beyond that, I think I want to go a little something like this. Attack this guy with a Gi. Hopefully get a critical hit. No, well, I got a critical hit the last time. But regardless, I should be able to kill him with Bartrey. And now I'll send Hector and Oswin out. Dorcas is just gonna kind of sit around. Eliwood, I want him on the front lines to kill stuff with his rapier. And Matthew is just kind of sitting around waiting for support reasons to do what he can do. Nice miss, or nice dodge, I guess? I guess it's the same thing. He didn't hit Rebecca, and I'm glad about this fact. Let's put it that way. Bam! Can't quite kill the Cavaliers in one shot, which Hector can kill them in one attack. Eliwood can kill them in 2 attacks with his rapier if both attacks hit and he can actually double attack. There's some Cavaliers here that I think I don't have the ability to double attack. I gotta be pretty careful with Guy in this battle. Actually, what I ended up doing last time was I actually had Lowen down on the south helping out Guy and Bartrey, so I should have sent him down there. And this is why we have to head to the southern village, because we have Priscilla here. Now she falls onto the category of a couple of archetypes. One of which is, I forget what it's called, but it's basically a troubadour, which is a class we haven't encountered yet, but she's a troubadour. And the archetype is that she is a troubadour with noble blood, which is kind of a silly archetype because pretty much all troubadours have this anyways. So it's kind of like saying, like, calling her whatever the name of this archetype is kind of synonymous with calling her a troubadour. So they don't really need to both exist. So anyways, we have to come down here to the southern village to liberate it so that we can get Priscilla. And if the pirates that are going to show up get to the village first, then no Priscilla. Now, in order to recruit Urk, you can either talk to him with Syrah, or you can go to the village here and recruit Priscilla and talk to him with Priscilla. But obviously, since Syrah is right here, that is the more prudent course of action. But anyways, this is about where the corruption on my original playthrough of this mission ended. So, I will cut to that, and because that recording has no audio for some unknown reason, I'll just insert random background music. So, we will do that right about now. So, I guess Urk is Priscilla's escort, and that's why he was up here. He was looking for help. So I might as well talk to Urk. Oh my gosh, it's Urk! Why would he do that? Although he's having a little bit of a tough time right now. Well, okay then. So we have recruited Urk. Now the other way we can recruit Urk is that if we go down here and visit this village, Priscilla will come out and we'll recruit her and stuff. And then we can have Priscilla talk to Urk as well, and basically the same thing will happen. So that is also an option. I guess I don't really want to use this rapier if I don't have to. Like, I could have killed him with just an iron sword, but at the same time, there's so many cavaliers around that there's a good chance that one of them is going to attack Eliwood and he's going to have to counterattack. So, yeah. Ooh, that's not good. This fight down here suddenly took a turn for the worse. Well, Lowen can do some damage. Oh, and he can get a critical hit. Okay, well that works. I was worried I would have to resort to attacking with Guy, but we managed to avoid that outcome. Okay, get Matthew a little closer to the fray. He's not going to be able to do anything against Cavaliers, but he might be able to help against the archers and the soldiers, and even just drawing some fire would be handy. So, I want Hector to kind of head in this direction, because I'm going to have him head down this way to fend off the pirates. They're gonna pop out here next turn. But on the way, I might as well kill this guy. Now then, can I kill this archer? I can kill this archer. Well, that's handy. Thin the ranks a little bit. And HP. Oh well. Urk, you gotta get out of here, buddy. Let's do this. Shoot this guy. Of course, soldiers aren't the most dangerous to begin with, but whatever. And now that there's no danger of Urk getting hit over here, let's transition Marcus to being down here. Put him there, I guess? Hold on. Does this guy have a javelin? No. No. Okay, yeah, let's go down there. And Guy, you go, like, hide in a corner or something. I saw that coming, but he should be the only person that can actually attack Rebecca. No one else should have the room to, unless the guy near the village has a javelin. I guess that's possible. He does not. Cool. Now those guys are going they're taking the southern route around the little cliff there, which is good because that's heading right towards my front line. Whereas if they'd taken the northern route, that would be towards kind of the rear. So there's the pirates I was talking about. Would it make sense to have Hector over this guy? I think I should just head down here. These guys, I think they've got things under control, so... more or less anyways. Kill this guy, and that should remove most of the danger from my front line, or my rear. Why couldn't you critical attack on the first hit? Okay, so now attack this guy. Hector, Osmond should be able to kill him. And Rebecca should be able to kill this soldier. And that also means that there isn't really anything left for Matthew to kill. No speed or strength. That's unfortunate. I think I'll move Matthew down there, though. Has anyone actually taken damage? Other than Marcus, I don't think they have. That's actually kind of weird. It's kind of important to protect Merlinus, but it's not, like, super vital. The thing about, actually... no, they're fine the way they are. The thing about Merlinus is that he doesn't die the same way that other characters do. Like, if he takes mortal damage in a fight, he just comes back the next fight. And he's just fine. The thing is that if he does take that damage, then you no longer have the ability to just send items to Merlinus, which is kind of annoying. But also, in every battle that Merlinus survives, rather, he gains a level. Oh, rain. Wow. I guess it's a good thing Hector's down here already, because if it started raining and then I had to kind of sprint down here, that would be pretty bad. Well, maybe rather than trying to take on the pirate directly, I should head down here. I think I'll do that. Try and beat them to the village rather than whatever else. Let's see here. 7, 8, 16. So she can do 14, 16. How much damage can Matthew do to this guy? 6. Okay, so let's do that. Weaken this guy up a little bit. And then now that he's weakened up, I can kill him with Rebecca. Matthew did get hit by that, right? Yeah, okay. Let's kill this guy with Eliwood. And Eliwood also got hit there. Wow, he took 8 damage. Wait, does Matthew have more defense than Eliwood? That's kind of weird. And that's an unfortunate level up, but what are you gonna do? I mean, I guess technically I could restart the entire battle, but that would be a giant waste of time. Oh, okay, let's do this then. That way Osmond can attack him. Oh wow, critical hit. That's fancy. So, things up north are pretty much cleaned up. It's too bad there isn't like a fortress around here. Oh well. So I guess that's it for this turn. To the castle! What? No. Mm-hmm. It's not gonna do you much good if you just, like, die. Nurgle. They're mentioning Nurgle again. If you haven't surmised by now, Nurgle is, like, the leader of the Black Fang. I kind of have a hard time believing that. I'm sure he's probably just using him. Do you really believe that? He doesn't look young. Okay. So, Hector should be able to take this guy out because the Wolf Beetle is good against armor. Yay, level up. He's starting to catch up a little bit. More defense. Jeez. Okay. Oh wow, he's only doing 1 damage to Hector? Wow. Like, the main reason I didn't attack the pirate is just because of the fact that he had a low hit chance against the pirate. I think he was standing on the water, which gives... yeah, it gives a little bit of an avoidance boost. These pirates have a little bit more mobility than Hector, so I guess I should just take them out now. Now that I've kind of lured them away from the water. And with things being all clear up here, I feel like I need to get to this village now, quickly. I'm not sure what the best route there is, though. Guess I should just go there with Eliwood. I don't want to advance too quickly, though. Like, I don't want to take this group of guys on until I've satisfied, like, I've gotten that village and this one all up and good to go. Let's see here. What turn is it? Turn 5. So there are 2 more pirates coming in a couple turns down here, so I want to deal with that too. So let's just kind of... actually, let's send Matthew up here, I guess. He can probably get there quicker than Eliwood can. Hopefully it stops raining soon, honestly. That's kind of my biggest hope right now. What are they doing? I guess I might as well have Eliwood accompany Matthew, just in case. We're kind of at a point now where Matthew, his use in combat is pretty much nil at this point. So, yeah, I don't really want him going off on his own. Like, he could win fights, it would just take him forever. So these pirates aren't too much to worry about. I feel like I gotta start sending people over to the east a little bit. That's good. There's more pirates. Okay, I can kill this guy. Wow, lots of experience for killing these things. Are they like a high level or something? No, they're only level 3. The main reason I'm worried about getting over here is because there's this bank that the pirates can go over. And I don't really want Bartrey and Lowen to have to deal with them on their own. Or at all, really, because, I mean... I'd rather deal with them with guys that I want to get experience. Is there anyone left to heal? I guess I might as well heal Oswin. If nothing else, that'll give me the opportunity for them to end their turn side by side. Build up their support a little bit. Okay, well that's one pirate at least that's coming towards Hector. So now what I think I'll do... I'll have Rebecca come over here, and I'll have Marcus stay on the front line here. Seems like that'll work out just fine. Well, that's not very nice. And for this, we get an Iron Blade. Which, as he says, is a heavy weapon, but one that is rather powerful. So, 12 weight, 9 might. How does that compare to a steel sword? A little bit stronger, a little bit heavier. I'm sure it's probably got a lower hit rate as well. Yeah. So it's a very awkward weapon, but Matthew is actually probably pretty capable of wielding it just because he has so much strength that, or speed rather, that he can probably overtake the attack speed penalty of it pretty easily. And his constitution is actually pretty decent too. I didn't realize it was quite so high. So, I guess I should start moving forward a little bit, because those guys seem like they want to attack. In which case, I guess Hector should start coming down here. I gotta get to this village soon, because it feels like these guys are all going to start attacking me any moment now. You're no trouble for Ellwood to kill. He's so flippy and stuff. That brigand's going down south. One of these days, Oswin's going to actually take damage. Actually, I think the brigands in the last mission did damage to him, didn't they? Come on, Hector! You can make it! Okay, kill this guy. That's good. Let's put Marcus there. The brigands aren't coming up this way anymore, so... Let's have Ellwood and Matthew come back around here. These guys both seem to be going north now. That's kind of unfortunate, but... I think we should be okay. Let's actually bring Urk down here, just in case we need it, and... Can I grab... Oh, no, Guy actually just has a Vulnerary. Okay. Let's do that then. It's a ragtag bunch of or guys, yeah. A ragtag group of guys, but I'm sure they can take care of the pirates. What's actually in the... I didn't think there were any shops in this mission. I don't have them in my notes. It's kind of weird. If I have the time, I should probably visit at least one of them, see if I can buy an iron sword. I could probably use an iron lance too, now that I think of it. Or I have one, but it's on Lowen. Okay, finally visiting this place. I am not. you're on a journey, huh? So, this is Priscilla. Can he attack Priscilla from there? No. So Priscilla is actually, as I said, she's a troubadour, which is basically a cleric with a horse. Oh, she has a men's staff. I guess that's not surprising. Troubadours usually come with a men's staff. So, the archetype that Priscilla falls into, aside from just being a troubadour, is that of the Maria archetype. Maria is usually the second healer that you get, who, being the second healer, you get her after the Lena, the Lena being Sarah. And because you get her so much later, she's usually like pretty much always just straight up worse than the Lena. But she has some kind of quirk to her that makes it kind of, she can kind of make up the difference a little bit. So in the case of Priscilla, it's the fact that she has a horse. So that gives her more mobility. What else is there about the Maria? I guess there's the fact, like, she usually has a relationship with an archetype that we haven't met yet. Kill this guy. This one's doing pretty good this mission. That's not a bad level up. So, now that Sarah is just about at level 20, the plan is to shift most of my healing over to Priscilla, so that I can also level her up. I'm not as concerned about getting her to some crazy level, because she's basically just kind of like my secondary healer. I don't have the same long-term plans that I have for Sarah for her. But there's not any reason to continue healing with Sarah once she gets to level 20, because she's not going to be able to promote for a while. So the more work I can do with Priscilla, the better, because she can actually get experience. I'm gonna try something here. Let's see if this works. Okay, so rescue Rebecca. Take her with Lowen. I can drop her immediately, anyways. I was hoping I could drop her after I use my secondary movement, so I could move Lowen, like, over here. But if nothing else, I was able to pick her up and drop her on the same turn. So I moved her a few squares, and she's going to be able to actually get a turn on the next round. So that's something. Oh wow. That guy actually can't get to Sarah because of the forest. This is a pretty good place to have to be sitting. Do your worst. Don't shoot me, please. Thank you. Although when it comes to Priscilla, I don't want to do too much healing until I can get her an actual heal staff. A men's staff has more healing than a heal staff, but also usually don't really need that much healing, so I want to save her men's staff until my characters have a little bit more HP. Huh, his axe proficiency increased. That's a B? Yeah, it's a B. So, let's move Priscilla away a little bit, so she's not in danger of getting hit by this bandit. Rebecca... Oh, she can't hit him. Maybe I can use my... Would that work? I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to leave things be for the time. Hopefully he goes to the right. Move Elliewood down there. I wonder. Nah. I guess I might as well just kill this archer. I'm getting a lot more use out of Oswin than I expected, honestly. this guy have a javelin? No. I'm always, like, paranoid of enemies having a javelin. It's nothing worse than thinking that an enemy can't attack 2 squares away and then being unpleasantly surprised. I mean, I'm sure there probably are things that are worse, but that's beside the point. Bam! One of these days, Hector is going to be able to consistently double attack enemies that have normal speed, and he will be a beast. Okay, good. The pirate went towards Rebecca. So hopefully she can kill this guy in a single round like the other guy. And she can, assuming both attacks hit, which they did. So all is well. What level is she at? 9? 9, okay. And Elwood is 10. So I guess I might as well kill this guy with Eliwood. Oh, but I can't. Weird. Just because Oswin's already up to level 12, so... What I need to do is I need to start finding enemies that Matthew can kill, because we're getting to the point where... Well, I can probably kill him with this guy. Or I can probably kill this guy with Matthew. We're just getting to the point where the enemies that we're facing aren't squishy enough for Matthew to really contribute all that much. So considering I want to continue leveling him up a little bit further, it's kind of pertinent that I get as much experience as I can as quickly as possible. Is she getting 12 experience for healing? Because Sarah only gets 10. I mean, I guess that makes sense considering she's the second healer you get, but yeah. So, one more heal and Sarah will be good to go. And we're about ready to take on, well, the last guys. So let's see what we got here in the armory. Let's buy a couple iron swords. Buy an iron lance. Send it to Merlinus. Might as well buy another iron bow. I think that's good. Let us actually just trade for the men's staff. And does anyone else need healing? I really want to get Sarah this last level up. So let us heal Oswin. Ba 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 da ba! Yay, magic. Wow, 20 luck. Holy jeez, she has 20 luck. That's ridiculous. Between 18 speed and 20 luck, her avoidance must be ridiculous. 63 avoidance? Holy jeez. Like, most characters don't get that high at all, let alone by before promotion. And that's a big reason why I put so much work into leveling her up, because she has ridiculous avoidance. And that's also part of why I chose her over Lucius, because Lucius doesn't have anywhere near the speed or luck that Sarah has. He has more magic, but the speed and luck that Sarah gets is just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Okay, time to finish things here. Or I guess if I wanted to, I could probably just spend some time building up my supports. Oh no, they're coming after me now. He's just a cavalier. A fellow classmate. Somehow I don't see it ending up that way. He's doing quite a bit of damage. I guess that's because he has a silver spear, and that's not that surprising. I should probably be a little bit less nonchalant about dealing with him then. How's Priscilla's stats stack up to Sierra's? I think she's a little bit more even across the board than Sierra tends to be. She doesn't tend to have quite as ridiculous speed or luck, but I think she gets more magic and skill. But yeah. Let's see what Oswin can do. 15 damage isn't bad. No, you taste my lance. That just sounds very odd. I would love if Hector could get up here and deal with things. Can Matthew deal any damage? I think I will do that. I'm pretty sure that the other Cavalier won't be able to do 13 damage to him. Of course, I probably should have checked, but screw it, I'm lazy. Level 16. A little bit of skill, a little bit of luck. Those are just good things for thieves to have in general. I could heal him with Sarah. I guess I should probably do that if it's something I need to do. I don't need to. This guy's not going to be able to kill Matthew, so... He's certainly going to attack him, but he's not going to be able to kill him. Should I just kill this guy with Matthew, too? The Iron Blade really does work pretty well with him, because the strength of the Iron Blade kind of offsets the strength that Matthew is lacking a little bit. And like I said, he has enough speed that he can make up the difference pretty easily. So, kill him with Matthew. Now, the good thing about leveling up Matthew is that I only need to get him to level 20. So I don't need to worry about... Because, like, most characters, you need to get them to level 20, and then you promote them, and then you need to get them to level 20 again. But that's not something I have to worry about with Matthew. So, if this Myrmidon is not going to come after me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some turns working on my supports again, and I'm also going to do whatever healing I can with Priscilla to get some experience. So I will do that, and see you back here in just a moment. Okay, so that is done. So let's see these support conversations. This is a B-level conversation between Hector and Eliwood. Well, it doesn't have the best manners at the best of times. Okay, let's see this. Long past memory, huh? Trying to think if this is... I'm pretty sure Hector has a mustache. Like, I've explained how Fire Emblem 6, the game before this, was actually like a prequel to this game. Or like a sequel, rather. I'm pretty sure Hector has a mustache in that game. And I want to say Hector does have a daughter. I have to look that up. A boy with red hair. Well, that's got to be Roy. Roy being Eliwood's daughter. So, that's a B-level support with them. So, let's get a B-level support between Hector and Oswin. Heh. Does it really, though? I mean, I've always considered Hector to just be like, he just kind of flails around wildly. I guess there's still practice to be had in your wild flailings. You can always flail a little bit more efficiently. It really annoys It really annoys me how much those capital U's look like V's. I don't know why. Well, okay then. And unfortunately, that is the last support we are going to get with Oswin, because that's 4 supports, you can only have 5, and the last support is going to be with Eliwood. But anyways, another support between Oswin and Sarah. Yes. Always looking for praise, this one. She could use a little dose of humility. Those are fancy words. Behave yourself. Oh, well, okay then. And the last support between Sarah and Matthew. Ah! I feel like the sun is not something you can really help. It's a good point. That also is a good point. Fetch her fruit and stuff. She certainly has some ideas. Somehow I don't think that's how it works. And finally, Priscilla and Urk can actually talk. This isn't a support conversation, it's just a normal conversation. Search for her family, huh? His teacher, huh? Lots of... I guess you could call it foreshadowing going on here. But anyways, we're all done. So let us lure this Myrmidon into our clutches and kill him off so that we can finally end this absurdly long mission. It's mostly just so long because there's so much stuff to kind of be careful of and take care of. Oh no, that hurt. Actually, that did kind of hurt. Not that it matters. Like, Matthew can certainly take it, but... strength. And defense. That's actually more... Luck, too, actually. The luck and the defense are probably more important for my intentions. I'm pretty sure Eliwood and Hector are proper nobles as well. I'm pretty sure he did. Is this guy gotta kill himself too? I'm not sure why you would feel that, just out of random... like, what reason is there? Rebellion? What? I have a hard time believing that. Well then, isn't that kind of contrary to agreeing with the rebellion? That's not a very nice thing to say. Ha 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 ha. I don't know what it is, I just get this joy out of reading out ha ha ha's. Because they're usually so absurd. It is kind of hard to believe. Yeah. What's there to be sorry about? Yeah, you do it, Elliewood. And finally, that is the end of this episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem. So I will see you on the next one. Catch you later.